now.
Welcome back. I missed you guys yesterday. Let's take a break. Let's just escape the world for a while because it's time for Wednesday What. Yeah, we skipped it yesterday, but we're going to do it today, a Thursday edition of Wednesday What. Then we're going to get into some fantastic history pieces starting in Hurley, then heading up to Land O'Lakes. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top four at 4. Oneida County snowmobile trails are opening this Saturday, even though many people are saying to stay off those trails. The Oneida County Snowmobile Council voted 7-2 to open Oneida County snowmobile trails. The county forestry department, though, said in a press release they are not in favor of this. Also, the Cross Country Cruisers Club, based in the Minocqua area, wrote on Facebook they have concerns about this decision, namely landowners not wanting sleds on their properties in low snow conditions. Ojibwe members say James Kelsey of St. Germain fired a gun at them while they were tribal harvesting last May. Initially, Kelsey was charged with a hate crime, but today in Vilas County Court, he was fined $350 and asked to write an apology letter. That was from him being charged with interfering with fishing. The legal journey of this case may not be over yet, as it may be taken to a higher court. And just a brief recap on this case, Kelsey claimed he was firing at a squirrel in his snowbank. Police, though, found no evidence of this. Instead, they found Kelsey twice above the legal limit for alcohol and heard him say racist things about Native Americans as they were arresting him last May. How many candy canes does it take to raise $475? The answer is a lot. During December, the Sugar Camp Student Council organized a fundraiser to benefit Wild Instincts, our local wildlife rehabilitation center here in Rhinelander. And thanks to many, many students who purchased candy canes, the Student Council was able to present a large check of sweetly earned donations. In just 6 months, tens of thousands of people plan to come to Rhinelander for the annual Hodag Country Festival. There's a couple reservation deadlines that I'd like to notify people of. Most people have already rolled over their tickets from last year's canceled event. If you got a refund instead, though, you have until 4:30 on Friday, so tomorrow, to reserve your campsite. Then if there are any openings after that, on January 25th, anybody else can reserve a campsite, though festival officials say they do not anticipate many openings on that date. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, happy Thursday.
Hey Dan, happy Thursday. Well, our outdoor playground could use some snow. We're at 3 inches in Rhinelander, up to 22 though, near Houghton, Michigan right now. But there may be some snow now in our 7-day forecast, but it's on day 7, so 7 days away from now. Yeah, until then though, we're stuck with this, right? 21.9 for the season so far, up against 88.4, and there's that record-setting season, 116.3 back in 18 and 19. We'll see. Many of you are thinking we could get kind of pummeled this spring. We'll see, though. Still a long ways away. All right, ice coverage. Great Lakes, only 2.1% ice covered, and this is what that looks like. There's not much ice at all. So if we have the right wind trajectory and some cold air, wide open Lake Superior could give us some snowfall, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. A little bit of ice on Green Bay right now, then really kind of scattered across the Great Lakes. So this is not normal. Normally about this time, about 20% ice covered, and that's not happening at all. All right, we had more fog last night, broken record, right? We'll get a little bit more fog in there tonight, but overall, the fog event's kind of pushing back to the west of us now, and it'll fall apart this weekend. Fog advisories are posted for far western Wisconsin. A couple of these could fill in tonight. However, the fog will not be as dense as last night, and it's really not as dense as Monday and Tuesday night, so looking better there. If you do have some fog, though, locally dense areas tonight, especially over a snowpack. All right, temperatures today, kind of near 30, 28 in Rhinelander, 28 for Antigo right now, 27 Mosinee, 30 in Phillips, so there is some cooler temperatures to the west. If we get some clear skies tonight and no fog, we'll have some very cool low temperatures, but overall the trend is still hanging out near 30 for as far as the eye can see. And then next Thursday, our front's going to come through, drop our low temperature, and maybe next Friday have high temperatures back up in the teens, maybe a few low 20s. For tonight, though, no worries at all. Mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, some dense fog with low temperatures down near 16. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
A technical education is more valuable and essential than ever, with 2/3 of careers in 2020 requiring hands-on skills. Nicolet College provides a quality education and programs that are more flexible, affordable, and relevant in today's careers. For added flexibility, select programs offer monthly start dates and personalized learning. Plus, with courses offered on campus or online, there's a program suited for everyone. Nicolet College is the next step toward your successful career.
Hi, I'm Chris Corr from Langlade Ford. When I want the forecast for Antigo, I go to WJFW.com for my hometown forecast.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Everybody loves popcorn and puffs, so Newswatch 12 and Minocqua Popcorn and Puffs want to help you celebrate by sending tasty birthday treats.
If you want your chance to win a gourmet bucket of popcorn for your loved one, make sure to submit your entry to our birthday club at WJFW.com.
One lucky viewer will win a free half-gallon bucket of Minocqua popcorn.
Music every weekend, never a cover, and drinks priced right. TV, pool, darts, and more. Happy's Pub in downtown Woodruff.
You're watching NBC 12 from where you live.
You know what's great about this show, Jeff, is that when things are going on in this world that are a little dark, we can just turn the other way and enjoy some of the simpler and silly things in life.
Let's go there now.
Let's do it right now. We got a Wednesday What for you. Okay, today's theme, Jeff, are animals doing human activities.
All right.
These are dog jousters, okay? So pay attention to the two dogs approaching each other. And they, I guess both of them lost. We'll take another look at that. It's going to come up here. So those are some dog jousters, Jeff.
I like it.
All right, next up, let's take a look at, I believe, a boxer cat, okay? So this, you know, you see those people training on that boxing machine. And
there it is.
This cat is doing a similar activity with its
Let's just come
flap
inside.
thing.
It can come
You
inside.
gotta give me something more than that, Jeff.
Well,
Can you
no,
give me,
because
like-
I'm not a cat person.
Oh, okay. So you're
Joey, though, our
off.
floor director, loves cats. Joey, what's your verdict on this one? Joey has no comment.
He doesn't have a mic, Jeff.
We need to get Joey a mic.
Okay, so let's go to the cowboy crab.
What's happening here?
He's riding like a tumbleweed of the sea.
Oh, the crab is.
The
okay,
crab is,
got
yeah.
it. I got my bifocals on
Yeah.
for this one. I like this one. Where is this?
Okay.
Where is this? Do we know?
I don't know. I found it recently today. I couldn't
Good talk.
find the location. So, Jeff, I was expecting a little more out of you today. Is the animals not your thing?
That was like our worst Wednesday What in a while.
No, I don't think. I think I brought the videos. You didn't bring the energy.
Okay, I guess I should go home.
No,
You want to do
Jeff,
weather
you're
at
fine.
5 and 6 and 10?
No,
for me?
I'm messing with you. You
Okay.
did just fine. Anything else is on your mind today?
Do you guys see our new promo at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, I like that.
We shot those yesterday, and there's more to come, so be ready.
Yeah.
There's one of us playing hockey. There's one, oh, there it is, ice fishing. And there's one of us, there's this one. This is where the tipper goes up, and we're not watching it, so yeah.
So I really like this one, and just our TV magic, the insiders. You see this today. Our camera person pulled the.
Yes.
We didn't actually get a
What do
fish
you
on
call
there.
that? The line. Probably
Pulled the line,
right?
exactly, yeah.
Because there's lots of terminology in ice fishing land. I mean, like the poles. Remember the poles? They were like this big. They weren't like normal poles.
Yeah, right. They're much smaller.
Smaller size
We
poles.
don't know much about.
No, and the tip-ups, I know tip-ups.
Tip-ups, yeah, that's about.
And
our
then you
extent.
wait, like you put it in the hole and you wait.
Right, and that was you were able to auger as well. We'll tease our next one. You were used an auger for the first time, I think.
Yeah, it had
Okay.
it has some good horsepower behind it.
Cool. All right, we will come back. We're
We
gonna
gotta
talk
go.
weather at the end.
Oh no.
That is.
Why does this video keep
that
resurfacing?
is a prank, not by me. That is
Why
a
does
prank
this
by
video
our
keep
director.
resurfacing?
Okay, here we go. So this is a human working out.
So not like the cat,
Not
punching
like
the
cat.
door.
Yeah.
Not like the
if we had a video of you
the jousting
doing that punching bag.
dogs. Oh, this is me. Watch this. This door is like a push door.
Oh, yeah, this is a great
But
moment.
I pulled and I pushed. And see, wrong. Does that ever happen to you? Like living in Chicago, it happened all the time to me.
I actually was trying to leave the station yesterday, and I thought I turned the knob in time, but my face hit the door.
You didn't? And one of the doors here has a code on it where you have to turn it extra hard to get in, and I've walked into the door twice thinking the door was opening and it wasn't opening yet.
You know what? I think we should call it here. We're going to reevaluate.
Look at my fat jiggle.
Don't say that.
Oh, that shot was good, though. I'm waiting for golf.
Yeah.
So, snow trails opening this weekend in Oneida County.
Yeah.
I have lots of questions.
Right. The snow is not great. But here's the thing. I believe our reporter, Megan Mamlock, she talked to a person up in St. Germain. St. Germain is pretty much Vilas County.
Right, just north of here, the conditions are pretty good.
So
but
I think St. Germain is okay, but Rhinelander obviously is not
good.
Much, yeah.
Not good. So, and no snow in the forecast anytime soon, so those trails are going to get torn up quickly, so I don't know. I think we should wait.
All right, well, we're running out of time. We'll talk more, I think, weather at the end of the show, but we're going to go to 2 history segments. We're going to start with Hurley, Wisconsin, and then head over to Land O'Lakes. That'll be in a few minutes.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can take you to deep depressive lows, or give you unusually high energy even when depressed. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just 1 pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
Menards has everything you need to give your bathroom a fresh, new look. Start with a new toilet from American Standard. This Titan Tall elongated toilet has a powerful flush and AquaGuard to reduce condensation. It's just $209. Then finish your update with a new Delta shower. This high-crop shower features smooth wall surfaces, is easy to clean, and it's mildew resistant. It's only $539.98. Now during Menards Project Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm here with Kristen Kolasar from the Iron County Historical Society. Kristen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So let's talk about the history of Hurley. I'm doing this series where we're talking about the history of names. So let's start right there. Why is Hurley called Hurley?
So Hurley was named after a prominent attorney from Wausau. His name was M.A. Hurley, and he was involved with a lawsuit regarding land ownership in this area for the Northern Chief Iron Company, and this was back in 1884. They ended up winning the lawsuit, and instead of having payment, he asked that the town be named after him. So it was known as Glen Hurley for a year, but then in 1885, the Glen was dropped, and it has been known as Hurley ever since.
So a guy won a lawsuit, and he just took the name instead of the money.
Yes.
Wow, that sort of thing doesn't happen nowadays, I feel like. That's really cool. Well, how about this, Kristen? Give us a glimpse into what early life in Hurley was like.
Well, there had been some geological surveys done of the area in the mid-1850s. So they knew that there was iron in our community, but they weren't really sure how feasible it would be to mine it. So this woman who was a psychic healer and visionary by the name of Mary Hayes Chenoweth had 2 sons, and they were attorneys who moved up to Ashland to practice. And she had a vision that she could help them locate iron ore in the area, which would become known as Hurley. So she went to a specific spot and she told the miners, dig here. And they located a really rich vein of iron ore. And that is how mining started in Hurley. And that was in early 1885. And that was the Germania mine. So in 1884, in the fall, there was like one shanty building in Hurley. And once iron ore was discovered, people flocked from all over. It became sort of like a boom town. And businesses were being built constantly, shanties to live in, taverns, doctors' offices, merchants came to the area. If you even think about like the gold rush, so everyone flocking to this brand new community to try to make their fortune. So that was sort of like what the early days were like.
So my first takeaway from that, Kristen, is that many of the communities I think I'll be visiting were logging towns or sawmill towns. So this is kind of a unique perspective up in Hurley. Iron, and it was founded by a clairvoyant, of course. How else would it be found? That's incredible.
So in addition to the iron ore mines, there was also a really rich lumbering industry. And a lot of the lumberjacks were single men, and they would come into Hurley and they would spend all of their paychecks at the taverns.
Thanks again, Kristen, for joining us on Up North at 4. And remind us, for the people who don't know, when is the Hurley or Iron County Museum open?
The Iron County Museum is open Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. during the winter. In the summer, in addition to those days, we have Monday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay, Kristen, thanks so much for joining us on Up North at 4.
Thank you so much.
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Sports tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch Newswatch 12 Sports Fridays at 6 and 10 and Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Are you worried about going away to college this fall? What if you could get the same college experience closer to home? From the moment you step onto our campus to begin your bachelor's degree, we'll be there for you, supporting your dreams and saving you money. With NTC's new liberal arts transfer degree, you can start here and go anywhere, including a guaranteed transfer to UW-Madison. North Central Technical College. We're ready when you are.
Do you feel like your prescriptions are too expensive?
I know I do.
Then it's time to take 10 seconds and check the Single Care price.
That's right. With Single Care, you can save up to 80% right at the register.
That's my line. They want me to say that at the end.
Why?
Because I'm the guy.
And I get that.
Then don't say it.
Don't say what? With Single Care, you can save up to 80% on your meds?
You said it again, and you left out right at the register.
Well, isn't that part obvious?
Doesn't matter. You're still not the guy.
Well, I'm a guy.
Cut. Let's try it again.
Try what again?
Bruce Orthodontics, changing lives one smile at a time. Rhinelander, Minocqua, Eagle River, Phillips, and the greater Northwoods area. Treating patients of all ages.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the Northwoods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. I'm now joined by Sandy Gabarek from the Land O'Lakes Historical Society. Sandy, how are you doing today?
Just perfect. Thank you for having me.
That's good. You know, I'm just perfect as well, so that's two of us. I want to ask you about the early history of Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin. So let's just start from the beginning.
Okay. You know, in the late 1850s, the logging area started in the North Woods. And we've heard that the last few days. But in 1883, the Milwaukee Lakeshore and Western Railroad came to Wisconsin at the state line. And then at that time, State Line became the name of the railroad stop. 2 years later, Eagle River is created, and then State Line was part of the Eagle River Township. And then we go to 1887, a little bit before I was born. The first sawmill operation at State Line is created by a gentleman by the name of Otto. A railroad spur was added from State Line to the Otto's mill to transport the logs. Unlike the other towns who used the Wisconsin River to transport their logs, we had a railroad spur. Workers and families then settled in the area, and then unfortunately the ownership of the sawmill changed hands several times. The same year, the post office in State Line was established as State Line, Wisconsin. So we first started out as State Line, Wisconsin. In 1895, Peter LaChance came to State Line and built a store located on the current location, which is now Brew's Pub on Highway B. The LaChance building included at that time a saloon, a pool hall, telegraph office, the first gas pumps in State Line, and a beauty parlor. Then we have a Dickman family, a lot of Dickmans in this area, who farmed west of town, and they moved their farmhouse to downtown State Line, converting it to a boarding house as well as a hotel across from the railroad. The building still stands here today. Right next door to that was the first post office. The downtown area at that time was located north and south along the railroad tracks. Eventually, the downtown became east and west on Highway B as it is today. Now, in 1905, the Mason Donaldson's Lumber Company of Rylander purchased the mill property. A village was developed around the mill, including a general store and a school. They even had their own coins to use in the general store. Houses were built for the workers and their families. In 1907, the town of State Line was created and separated from Eagle River. The same year, the post office now moved from State Line to Donaldson's, and at that time, the population was 85. A year later, the fire destroyed the sawmill, and State Line acquired the property 1 year later. 20 houses that were out by the mill were moved near the railroad tracks in State Line. The population at that time was only 79. 6 years later, the post office moved back to downtown, and Walbush Bates was the postmaster. And the post office again is now State Line. So we've gone from State Line to Donaldson's and back to State Line. But in 1923, the post office decided there were too many towns named State Line, and it was very confusing. So they went to the officials of State Line and changed it to Land O'Lakes. Just a side note, Land O'Lakes does not make the butter here.
Of course, I'm sure you get many calls about that. So,
yes.
So I just want to try to recap as best I can. It's a familiar opening scene with a logging town, although they're using railroads to transport wood and not rivers like many other communities. It's State Line, it's Donaldson's, it's State Line again, and then it becomes Land O'Lakes. And do you know why they chose that name?
I believe someone at the meeting by the name of George Sinclair said, why don't we just call it Land of Lakes, because we're surrounded by lakes. So that's how I believe it started. And then they officially made it Land O'Lakes. But you know, the 30s brought a lot of resorts, and then we get all the tourists up here. But it wasn't until April 28th, 1948, that the township officially changed the name from State Line to Land O'Lakes.
Very interesting. So Land O'Lakes really wasn't Land O'Lakes until 1948. Before that, it was State Line. Even though they decided to change the name, they just didn't do it officially.
Correct.
Wow.
The post office changed the name, but the town didn't.
Sandy, I've learned a lot today. Thank you for joining us in Up North at 4.
You're welcome. Thank you.
There's a new mayor coming to NBC Comedy Thursday.
You do realize I'm lost, right?
Oh, it's this way, sir.
New job.
We can no longer dump trash in the woods and wait till the fires take care of them.
New house.
I hate that we had to move into this gross mayor house!
Your wife makes a great point, sir.
She's my teenage
daughter. Sorry, it is very confusing in LA.
Same Ted.
My city needs me.
Yeah. Ted Danson is Mr. Mayor. Tonight on NBC.
If your bathroom is dull and outdated, then it's time for a change. Give us a call here at Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for high-quality baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in tubs, installed in as little as 1 day. Modern, easy-access designs infused with Microban to prevent bacteria, mold, and mildew. And remember, we're Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Mad City, your window and bath partner of the Green Bay Packers. And now you can take advantage of the 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation, 60 months, 0 interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with your purchase, and a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City. Call 715-941-4238. Let me give you that number again, 715-941-4238, madcitybaths.com. Be sure to ask about Mad City Baths Do More discount and extra savings on kitchen cabinetry facing and Eco Sky windows. And we have an A+ rating with the BBB. Mad City Baths offers a double lifetime labor warranty on all of our bath and shower designs, with surfaces that remain clean and fresh longer thanks to Microban protection. Check out walk-in and barrier-free showers, add grab bars, a safety seat, and more from Mad City Baths. And it'd be a great time to call now during our 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation, 60 months, 0 interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with purchase, and if you call during this program, a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 715-941-4238. Let me give you that number again, 715-941-4238, madcitybaths.com.
All right, Jeff, we got about maybe 30 degrees the next couple of days of the high.
Yeah, we'll be hanging out near 30. The average high is 21, so well above that, but lows in the single digits at times will help build some ice on the lakes going forward.
Okay, well, Ice Cast will need that in Eagle River, so sure. Thank you, Jeff. We'll have more from him at 5 and 6, and we'll see you tomorrow on Up North at 4. Am I ever gonna see God in space?